The Portrait of a Lady. Have you ever loved someone so much that even their silence speaks to you? Have you ever seen your grandparents and wondered what stories are hidden behind their wrinkles? Today, I'm going to tell you a story not just about a grandmother, but about love, simplicity, and the passage of time. This is the story of The Portrait of a Lady. Introduction. This story is written by Khushwant Singh. He beautifully describes his own grandmother, not as a hero, not as a celebrity, but as a simple Indian grandmother, yet unforgettable. Character description. Let me paint her picture for you. She was old, very old. Her face was full of wrinkles. She always wore white clothes, like a symbol of purity and simplicity. She moved slowly, almost like time itself had slowed down for her. In one hand, she held her rosary beads, and her lips were always whispering prayers. She was calm, peaceful, like a living temple. Childhood days, when the narrator was a small child. He lived in a village with his grandmother. They were very close. Every morning, she woke him up, got him ready. She would take him to school. And guess what? She also used to sit inside the temple and read holy scriptures while he studied. After school, they walked back home together. On the way, she fed stale chapati to dogs. Simple life, but full of love. Change begins. But then, everything changed. The narrator and his parents moved to the city. Now things were different. He started going to an English school. He learned science, music, and English. But his grandmother didn't understand any of this. She didn't like the idea of music classes because she believed music was meant for beggars. Slowly, their bond started becoming weaker. They still lived in the same house, but they were no longer as close. Sometimes, distance is not about place. It's about understanding. Grandmother's routine. Now the grandmother spent most of her time alone. She sat peacefully, spinning the wheel, praying, and feeding sparrows. Hundreds of sparrows would gather around her. It was like she spoke a silent language that only birds could understand. Turning point. One day, the narrator went abroad for studies. He stayed away for 5 long years. When he returned, his grandmother came to receive him. She didn't show too much emotion, but her happiness was deep, silent, real. That evening, something unusual happened. Instead of praying, she gathered women and started singing, celebrating her grandson's return. It was like she knew something that others didn't. Climax. The next morning, she fell ill. The doctor said it was just a mild fever, but she knew her end was near. She stopped talking. She started praying continuously, and then, silently, peacefully, she passed away. Emotional scene. Something very strange happened. Hundreds of sparrows came. They sat silently around her body. No chirping, no movement, just silence. It was like they were mourning her death. After her funeral, they quietly flew away. Message and moral. So what does this story teach us? Love doesn't always need words. True relationships don't depend on time or distance. Simplicity is the greatest beauty. And most importantly, respect your grandparents, because one day their stories will become your memories. If this story reminded you of your grandmother, comment heavy black heart Dadi love below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more beautiful stories like this.